All right, Shalom Akim. First off, I want to give all praises to Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, and double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well, and peace and blessings to you Akim out there that's pushing out this word in sincerity and in truth. I just want to go into this article real quick that I saw. It's called Putin Loses It, Warns Journalists of War. I don't know how to get through to you people. So yeah, this article really goes into how Russia is being dragged into this war, and pretty much America's poking the bear, irritating Russia and whatnot, and that's prophesied in the scriptures. And I just want to go into it real quick. I'll read a little bit of it. Let me see. I'm gonna go down. It says Putin rallied against the journalists for their tall tales and blindly repeating lies and misinformation provided to them by the United States on its anti-ballistic missile systems being constructed in Eastern Europe. So what you have right now is America and NATO. America, NATO. These groups that they have together, pretty much that's being run by the whore, which is America, the whore on the beast, talked about in Revelations. They have so-called anti-ballistic missile systems set up at the borders of Russia. And they're trying to say that, this anti-ballistic missile system is a defense system, which is to defend various nations against the Iranians from putting out their missiles, if they shoot a missiles that they can defend themselves. But what's really going on is they actually, it's more of an offensive system to where they can shoot off missiles at specific ranges. And right now I think what they can do with it is they can only shoot off a missile about like 500 kilometers, and what they're doing is advancing technology to push it to like 1,000 kilometers. And Russia, Putin knows this, and America knows this, but they're pushing out to the media that this is a defense against the Iranians and ISIS and different things like that, different propaganda. So I'm gonna go ahead and continue on. He pointed out that since the Iran nuclear deal, the claim the system is to protect against Iranian missiles has been exposed as a lie. The journalists were informed that within a few years, Russia predicted the U.S. would be able to extend the range of the system to 1,000 kilometers. At that point, Russia's nuclear potential and thus the nuclear balance between the U.S. and Russia would be placed in jeopardy. Putin completely lost patience with the journalists, berating them for lazily helping to accelerate a nuclear confrontation by repeating U.S. propaganda. He virtually pleaded with the Western media for the sake of the world to change their line. So yeah, that's just going into what I was saying earlier, that all this misinformation and propaganda is being pushed out by America to make it seem that pretty much Russia is the one, or not Russia, but pushing out these lies that what's the true purpose of the anti-ballistic missile system. But these other nations, Putin knows the deal, and he pretty much just got pissed off at the journalists, because I'm sure for months he's been asked these same questions, and he's been giving them direct answers on how America is pretty much lying to their media to make them believe these things. But I'm gonna just go into the point. This is the true point that I wanted to pull out, and I'll pull out a scripture with it. It says, this is Putin speaking. It says, we know year by year what's going to happen, and they know that we know. It's only you that they tell tall tales to, and you buy it and spread it to the citizens of your countries. You people in turn do not feel a sense of the impending danger. And we see that right now in America. All these Americans are going around in mirth, thinking that everything's all right, that America will last forever, and that everything's fine right now, but all hell is about to break loose, and all these Americans aren't gonna know what to do, because they're in this sense of peace and comfort, like the calm before the storm. And continuing on, it says, "This is what worries me. How do you not understand that the world is being pulled in an irreversible direction while they pretend that nothing is going on? I don't know how to get through to you anymore." So yeah, that's pretty much the point that I wanted to bring out while I read this last paragraph since it's short. It says, "Does anyone in the reeking garbage heap that is mainstream Western media have a conscience? Do they even have enough intellect to get what Putin is saying, that they are helping to push the planet towards World War III?" So yeah, what you have here is Putin's pretty much saying, like, look, we're going into war and it's irreversible at this point. And pretty much the Western media is pushing the propaganda behind it while telling the citizens lies, keeping them asleep. And I'm gonna go into a scripture. This is Joel chapter 3 verse 9. "Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I'm strong. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Yahawah. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come get you down, for the press is full, and the fats overflow, for their wickedness is great. Multitudes, multitudes in the valley of decision, for the day of Yahawah is near in the valley of decision." So what this is just talking about is, like, everybody, the Lord's putting it in all these other nations' spirits to prepare them for war. And the point that I really wanted to get is how, in Putin's quote, it says, let me go to it real quick. Let's see. How do you not understand? Yeah, it says, "How do you not understand that the world is being pulled in an irreversible direction?" And what I wanted to go to is how specifically Russia is being pulled into this war, through America's warmongering tactics, and setting up, their anti-ballistic missile systems at their borders and everything like that. This is Ezekiel chapter 38, and I'm going to get straight to the point. Well, I'll start at verse 3, actually. And it says, "And say thus, saith the Lord power, behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal." And in the scriptures, Gog and Magog refers to Russia, And continuing on, it says, "And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth and all thine army, horses and horsemen." And it says that I put hooks into thy jaws. That's symbolic for them being pulled into this direction, getting pulled into this war. "And all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with buckets and shields, all of them handling swords." So yeah, man. So they're getting pulled into this war, and it's through the spirit of Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi. So hey, man, this war is inevitable, man. And these things are coming to pass, And they're coming to pass because the scriptures say so, man. The Lord said it's going to happen, so therefore it's going to happen. But yeah, I just wanted to go into that article real quick, and you can find a lot of great articles on this website. It's called the Russophile. It's a Russian news network, alternative news, but it has a lot of news going on around the world, what's going on in wars and different things like that. So, I encourage you, brethren out there, to continue to be watchmen, and this is a great source to do that. Hey, so like I said, man, I hope that was edifying, and I hope you guys are getting excited about what the Lord is doing, because, hey, man, the more these prophecies are coming to pass, hey, the more the closer we are to his coming, man, and Lord willing, our deliverance, man, hoping that we're a part of that number. So with that, I'm going to say shalom.